Hey guys, so I've got another recipe for you today, a Slimming World recipe from the latest Slimming World magazine, the November-December issue. I think it's November-December. Chicken and ham hock pot pies. Now you can either do this as, it serves 4, you can either do it as 4 individual if you've got the small pie dishes. I haven't, so I'm going to do one large one and then portion it out. So this is what you're going to need. So I've actually already prepared everything, that's why everything's all chopped up and etc. So you are going to need for this 2 large parsnips diced. You're going to need 2 large floury potatoes such as Desiree or King Edwards, peeled and diced. A large carrot peeled and coarsely grated. You're going to need some tarragon. It says fresh, so it's 2 tablespoons of finely chopped fresh tarragon. I don't have fresh, I only use the dried, so I'll be using some of that instead. You're going to need some fromage frais, some natural fromage frais, the low fat one, so 100 grams of that. You're going to need a large leek sliced up. You're going to need some chicken stock, so 300 mils of chicken stock. 4 cooked chicken breasts, so these I've pre-cooked them already and chopped them up into bite-sized pieces. You're going to need some shredded cooked lean ham hock, 130 grams, that's actually, sorry, 180 grams, this is actually a 130 gram pack, so I'm just going to put that full pack in there. You're going to need some whole grain mustard, this is where your sins come in. You're going to need a level tablespoon of whole grain mustard and 2 level tablespoons of grated fresh parmesan. So these 2 are what gives you the sin value. It serves 4 and it works out at 1 sin per serving, so it's not a great deal at all. So I'm going to put all this together now and show you how to make this dish. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is boil up our parsnips and our potatoes. So, got your 2 parsnips and your 2 potatoes, and I'm just going to let those boil now. You let them boil for about 10 minutes over a high heat, or until they're tender enough to mash. So I'm just going to leave those on there for the next 10 minutes or so. And in the meantime, while my potatoes and parsnips are boiling, what I am going to do is I'm going to do the inside of the pies. So you want your leeks, your stock, and your chicken. Dropped a piece there, so I'll eat that one. Oh. And just mix that in. Doesn't seem a lot of stock in there, to be honest. I'll have to add a bit more stock later on. Yeah, so you're just going to bring that to a boil over a high heat. It says cover and reduce the heat to low and simmer for 10 minutes or until the leeks are tender. That really doesn't look enough stock to do that. I have a feeling that might boil dry. So I'm just going to add a touch more water. I can always drain this off if necessary, so that's not too bad. I just don't think it was a lot of stock. It does say 300 mils of hot chicken stock, but it just didn't look enough. So I've just added a bit more. If it turns out a bit watery, you know why. But as I say, you can always drain that off. So I'll put that over the heat. I'm just going to wait for that to come to the boil, and then I'll cover it over when I find the pan lid. Okay, so I've taken the potatoes off the hob after about 10 minutes. They're now soft, so I'm just mashing them up until they're nice and smooth. So once you've mashed that, you're going to stir in your carrot. Oops. It's going everywhere. You also want to add your tarragon. So it should be 2 tablespoons of finely chopped fresh tarragon. So I'm just going to add a generous sprinkling of the dried. It's got a very aniseed taste, tarragon. I'm not a big lover of aniseed, so I'll probably put in less than I would normally. And then finally into there you're going to add 2 tablespoons of your fromage frais. So I've measured out the 100 grams of the fromage frais, so I'm just going to add the 2 tablespoons to this mixture. Just makes it a bit creamy, that's all. Just give it a good mix in. And then just set that to one side for the moment. Okay, so we've got our chicken and leek in here. And a bit of the stock left, so I'm so glad I added an extra bit of water because there's not much liquid in there now. Okay, so we're going to add in now your ham hock. So, go. Oops. Mix that around. You're also going to add in your mustard. So this is 2 tablespoons of mustard. That's 1. 2 tablespoons. Oh, sorry, it should only have been 1. My fault. We will take 1 out. Do apologise about that. Sorry. So 1 tablespoon of mustard and 2 tablespoons of the parmesan. So you want to add, yeah, your parmesan as well. And then just give that a mix through. Sorry guys. And finally just add your remaining fromage frais. Okay. I'll just give it a bit of seasoning, so a little bit of salt and a touch of black pepper. There we go. And I'm just going to get my dish now. Okay, so I've just put the ham hock chicken and leek mixture at the bottom, covered it over with your mashed potatoes, parsnips and carrots, and that just goes under your grill now until the top is brown, so for about 5 minutes. And there we go guys, it's just come out of the oven now, or from under the grill rather. So that is all ready. I'm going to portion that out ready for my meals next week. So there we go, that is chicken and ham hock pot pie.